Good morning. In today's video, we will continue with the chapter My Childhood by APJ Abdul Kalam. So, in the previous video, we read that the new teacher, when he joined the school, so that was the time when he made APJ Abdul Kalam to sit on the last bench as he belonged to the lower rank of the society. So both the children, that is APJ Abdul Kalam and Ramananda Sastry, so both of them, they felt quite bad, and it is then both of them, they shared the incident with their parents. So it was later on that Lakshman Sastry, he called the new teacher and he did reprimand him. So the teacher realized his mistake and he was sorry for what he had done, and it is due to Lakshmana Sastri's determination, his thought about religion and caste changed. So today we will start from paragraph 8, page number 72 of the literature textbook Beehive. On the whole, the small society of Rameswaram was very rigid in terms of segregation. Segregation is separation. Rigid is strict in terms of segregation of different social groups. However, my science teacher, Siva Subramanya Iyer, though an orthodox Brahmin, orthodox is who follows the religion very strictly, orthodox Brahmin with a very conservative wife, conservative is traditional, was something of a rebel. Rebel means to oppose, in opposition. He did his best to break social barriers so that people from varying backgrounds could mingle. Mingle is mix, to interact with each other. He used to spend hours with me and would say, Kalam, I want you to develop so that you are on par with the highly educated people of big cities. On par means at the same level. So in this, it is given that the division of the society was strictly followed in Rameswaram. So the division was in the four groups, that is the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas and the Shudras. So Abdul Kalam science teacher, Siva Subramanya Iyer, he was a very religious person and he was quite orthodox also. So he did follow the religion very strictly, but he was a rebellious type of a person, and he did not believe in distinctions on the basis of the caste system. So what he did was, he wanted to break the barriers, the social barriers that were there. So he wanted the people from different castes to mingle, to interact with each other. So what he did was, he used to spend hours with APJ Abdul Kalam, and he used to tell him that he should work hard and he should be at par, he should be at the same level as the other highly educated people who lived in big cities. One day, he invited me to his home for a meal. His wife was horrified at the idea of a Muslim boy being invited to dine in her ritually pure kitchen. Ritually pure means kept protected from all the outside influences for the observances of religion. She refused to serve me in her kitchen. Siva Subramanyam Iyer was not perturbed, that is, upset. Nor did he get angry with his wife, but instead served me with his own hands and sat down beside me to eat his meal. So now in this, it is given that Siva Subramanya Iyer's wife, she was a traditional lady, and she belonged to the Orthodox Brahmin family. So what she did was, like, she was quite religious, and she wanted to be in the four walls of religion. So she followed religion very strictly, and what she did was she kept her kitchen pure, and she did not let it to be under the influence of people who were from other caste. So like, there was no person from the lower caste who was allowed to enter the kitchen. So when Siva Subramanya Iyer he called APJ Abdul Kalam for dinner, because he was the one who wanted to break all the social barriers. So that was the time the wife, she was quite scared that a boy who was a Muslim, she just did not want the Muslim boy to enter her kitchen, because the kitchen would get impure. So she just refused to serve him food in her kitchen. So that was the time when the teacher, he was not angry, he was not upset also. And what he did was, he served food to APJ and sat down beside him to eat. His wife watched us from behind the kitchen door. I wondered whether she had observed any difference in the way I ate rice, drank water, or cleaned the floor after the meal. When I was leaving his house, Siva Subramanya Iyer invited me to join him for dinner again the next weekend. So now in this, it is given that Siva Subramanya Iyer's wife, so what she did was, she just stood behind the kitchen door, beside the kitchen door, and what she did was, she kept on looking at APJ Abdul Kalam while he was having his food. So APJ Abdul Kalam, he says that he does not think that she felt that there was any difference in the way he was having his food, or he was drinking water, or the way he cleaned the floor after the meal. Observing my hesitation, he told me not to get upset, saying, "Once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted." Confronted is faced, tackled. When I visited his house the next week, Siva Subramanya Iyer's wife took me inside her kitchen and served me food with her own hands. So now in this, it is given that when APJ Abdul Kalam, he was about to leave the house of the teacher, so that time he told him to, he invited him for dinner once again. And when Siva Subramanya Iyer, he saw APJ Abdul Kalam, so that time he was quite hesitant also. So he asked him not to be upset. So he told him that if he wants to bring about a change in the system, so he has to go against the norms of the society. So he has to confront, he has to be very brave in this situation, and he has to be quite strong also. And when he came to Siva Subramanyam's house next time for dinner, that is the next week, so that was the time his wife made him sit in the kitchen. So earlier she was not, she was quite adamant. She did not want a Muslim boy to enter her kitchen. But this time what she did was, she she made APJ Abdul Kalam sit in the kitchen, and she served him food with her own hands. So this is the change that took place, and these people, they wanted to bring about a change in the society also.